Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you guys are here with me today because I'm finally going to get to do the sub special for 400 subscribers, and you guys came in guns blazing asking me questions left and right, and I really appreciate you guys asking me questions, because now it means we can take our relationship to the next level. Yeah, you guys can get to know me a little bit better, I guess. And let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. We got a lot of questions to answer, so I'm gonna just go down the line. And I haven't really seen these. I know I have 32 because I see it there's 32, but I haven't seen any of these. These are kind of like a surprise to me, because I thought it would be a lot better for me to look at them for the first time and then just answer them right there, 100% honest, and that's it. So let's start off with the first one, and then we'll just go down the line from there. Okay, so first question is from Kamil Zeri. How to earn money, because I'm level 60 and I don't know how to fast take gold. Okay, so Camel, you want to know if you want to how to get gold fast in the game, which everybody has a problem with. Trust me, everybody's got a problem with that. It's not easy getting money in the game, but the best way is, first of all, you got to do the Crucible. Try to go as far as you can. I got a lot of tips on the Crucible and other videos. You can check that out. Secondly, always do your treasure cave there. Make sure you always do the treasure cave daily. You can probably do it twice a day. Always do that. Make sure you're doing your guild stuff. You raid every single day, twice a day for every single stage. That gives you gold. Use your mercenary camp. Do all that stuff. That's the best way to get gold. There's no secret to it. You just gotta make sure you do everything in the game. All right. Next question. All right. So next question is from IDE Vesti. Which heroes should I use at level 60? All right. So this guy's at level 62. I have also a money problem because the abilities are so expensive. Should I go only for 5 heroes upgrading, or like I do and try to catch up with like 8 to 10 heroes? All right. So his heroes are Elric, Ethera, Flora, Ember, Mortis, Gale, Riley, Ariel are my current. I know Ember does not do a lot of damage and is kind of disadvantaged due to her energy, but I got her at 6 stars, so she's actually my best hero. Thanks for the reply in advance. Alright, so IDE Vesti. So first of all, let me just say, I am sorry if I'm gonna mispronounce you guys' name. You guys may already know I suck at pronouncing names. I don't know why I get them all so wrong, but we're all from all over the world here, so don't judge me on that. Secondly, from your pool of heroes, I would recommend that you work on, pretty much the guys that you're working on right now are the guys that you should really work on. Elric, Ethera, Flora, Mortis, Gale, Riley, Ariel. Ember, don't work on her anymore. I know she's 6 stars. You can use her. You can still use her all over the place, but don't work on her anymore. All right, focus on those guys. I know that getting gems and gold and everything is very, very hard to do, and it's kind of hard to work on a lot of heroes at once. So I would recommend you work on 5 main heroes for your arena team. You're not going to be as good in the grand arena, but work on your arena team and then slowly work on 5 more. Okay, you have to work on as many as you can, but I know it's really hard, but this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. The game doesn't end in one day. The game keeps going on, so you have a long time to work on these 3 heroes. Okay, that's the fun of the game, the grind. All right, so next question is from Miro Chervan. I can't say the last name, but I know you, Miro. Thanks for the question. Now he asks, which is the best front hero? Namtar, Leon, Drago, or maybe even someone else. All right, so for the front line, there's only 2 heroes that you can kind of debate, over who you should go with, and that is Leon and Drago. Okay, that's the debate. I like Leon more than Drago, because Leon, his ultimate shield gives everybody such a physical boost, and physical teams are running the arena right now, so I tend to go with Leon more than Drago. But you can go with Drago, is not bad as well. So in my opinion, Leon is the #1 front tank. All right, so we have the next question from Alec Van Bokum. What's up, Dazzle? Anyways, his question is, did you know that someone revived Volt Clan? They are now ranked ±20 with a new leader. No, I didn't know that. I'm not really keeping track of them anymore. I'm sure that what happens is when one guy leaves, the next guy becomes leader, so eventually somebody's going to step in and take the lead road. But it's all cool. I'm glad for them. I know I want them to do well. But yeah, I didn't really know that, but thanks for the info though, bud. Okay, next question is from Hammett Bazo. Is ball really life or is hero charge life? Alright guys, so this one is kind of an inside joke. I know this guy. So he's over here asking me some funny question. So he knows I play a lot of basketball and he knows I play a lot of Heroes Charge. So which one do I choose? Soul Hunt. Next question guys is from Savoni. If you found someone permanently shrunk down to the size of a bug, what would you do? What would you do with them? Would you keep them against their will or leave them to fend for themselves? What would their perspective of you be and vice versa? What if the person you found was someone you disliked? What if they tried to hurt you or run away? If the little guy were sick or injured and there was no way to help him survive, would you end it quickly by squashing him? Alright, Savoni, so you're obviously a really deep soul, man. You're asking me some deep questions here. I don't know where you're coming up with this stuff, but man, I don't know. So that's a lot of questions all in one. Let me just kind of break it down all in one little answer here. So if I guess you're asking me if I found someone in the size of a bug and I had a choice whether to crush them or not, even if I disliked them, if they were the worst person in the world, and end their misery, I don't know. My answer is no. I would not crush them. That would be cruel and unusual. This whole question is weird, unusual question. So I wouldn't do that, man. I'm not for killing, you know, other creatures or humans or whatever you want to call it. So I'd let them live and see the next day, I guess. I don't know. That's a weird question, but alright guys, next question is from a name that I can't even pronounce. I'm sorry, that's not even in English. So it says, hi dude, should I replace Elric with Leon or Drago, and what are your thoughts on Urstag? What party mage physical should I form? What party mage physical should I form? Alright, so that last part, I have no idea what you mean, man. What party mage physical should I form? I'm sorry, I don't know that part. But the first part is, yes, you should replace Elric with either Leon or Drago. Go with Leon. And my thoughts on Urstag is pretty cool. He's really, you know, he's pretty useful in the arena. The problem is that he's easily countered now because, well, you know what he's gonna do. He just dishes out a lot of damage, and that's about it, and then heals himself. I do like him in the Hall of Legend though, because he heals himself, which is very useful in the Hall of Legend. So I use him in Vincent whenever I can. So yeah, that's my thought on Urstag. He's not bad. He's not the greatest backline, but he's not the worst either, okay? He's decent. Alright, so the next question is not even a question. It's Hayo Pedro G Xavier. He just put an X there. Smiley face X type of thing. So, right back at you, bud. Next one after that. Franz Dietzy. Hi, which heroes are good in this season in Heroes Charge and good team combo? I have Brute, Windmaster, Mystic, Chaplain, Ninja Assassin, Admiral, Arcane Sapper, Old Curse, Frost Mage, War Chief, Commando, and other. Alright, so by other I'm guessing they're not good. These are my best. PS, I am level 60. Thanks for answering my question. Alright, so Franz, my opinion on your team is, let's see here. Brute, Windmaster, I'm not really big on. The Mystic is nice because you can use the Mystic in the Crusade. So can you use the Chaplain. So Mystic and Chaplain you definitely work on. Ninja Assassin is a great hero. Work on Ninja Assassin. Admiral. The Admiral is a really nice front tank, alright? I recommend you work on her as well. She becomes very nice when she gets her legendary skill. Arcane Sapper is also a nice hero that you want to work on. Old Curse, another good hero that you can use in a lot of things. Outland Portal, the flying one. But Frost Mage is also a good hero you can use in the Crusade. Alright. War Chief falls off later in the game. I know probably he's good at level 60 right now, but after like level 80 he'll fall off a little bit. And last one is Commando. Commando is not bad. Commando you can use in the Outland Portal as well, so work on Commando. Alright, so I mean that's the kind of heroes that you want to use if you want a nice team composition that you were looking for, try using Admiral, Mystic, Old Curse, Frost Mage. It's tough. And maybe Arcane Sapper. Yeah, try that. Admiral, the Mystic, the Old Curse. Or you can substitute the Old Curse for Ninja Assassin. You're kind of going to have to just try a couple of stuff. But I recommend your best ones there are pretty much Admiral, use your tank. Your backline is Mystic. Use Arcane Sapper, use Ninja Assassin, and use Old Curse and Frost Mage in the middle, and then Commando in the back. Alright, go with that. Alright, next up we got Boopa Games. Boopa Games, what's up, man? Do you believe that VIP 3 can make top 5 in Arena on Heroes Charge? Well, Boopa, that is an excellent question, dude. That is a great question, man. A lot of people don't really, think about those kind of stuff, but in my personal opinion, honestly, it's gonna be really, really hard to make top 5. Alright, in any game really, because with only VIP 3, is it possible? Heck yeah, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. It's just gonna take a lot of grinding, okay? The high spenders will play a lot, usually, early on, they'll grind for a while, but the thing is, they tend to get bored with the game a lot faster. Trust me, the high spenders get bored with the games, they reach the maximum level, then they stop playing. It's the lower VIP players that always usually stick around a lot longer. They enjoy the game, they grind for a while, so you can definitely move up in the rankings a lot. Make sure you use your stamina every day. Spend your gems for stamina. Don't buy anything else. Your heroes will build up over time. Spend your gems on stamina and keep grinding, and you'll definitely be, you'll do good in the arena. All right, don't give up. Next one is from my boy Boris Kadik. Will it be start over on Soul Hunters? And what server are you on? What server are you? Okay, so Boris wants to know if I'm going to do a start over on Soul Hunters. Boris, I have been thinking about that for a while now. The only problem is there's just not enough time for me at this point because I'm doing Soul Hunters and Heroes Charge and in work and all that stuff, so I would not be able to. And if I wanted to do a start over series, I wanted to make sure I have enough time because I wanted to live stream it every step of the way. So if I can somehow find ways, 7 days of the week to get an hour, of streaming every day to do just Soul Hunter start over series, I would do that. But for right now, I can't. But in the future, I probably will, and I'll let you guys all know, okay? Next question up is Deadpool M. Hi, can you make a tutorial video for Bountiful Caverns and Dojo for the last 2 difficulty levels? Alright, Deadpool, so sure, I can do that, no problem. Coming up sometime this week, anytime they're available, I'll show you on video on how you can beat those. The only thing is, I'm at level 90 right now, so they're all easy, especially if you want to do, the expert level. The extreme, I can show you teams you can use, and the expert levels, I can show you, the same kind of teams that you can use, and then you can try it, alright? Alright, so next up we have Antik Sikora. Where are you from? Do you like anime? If yes, what is your favorite? Do you think Riley needs nerf? I hate that bitch. Alright, so Antik, I am from Connecticut. We're right next to New York, if you don't know where that is. Okay, it's right next to New York. Do I like anime? Sure I do. Who doesn't like anime? I mean, my favorite anime is Naruto. And I've seen every Naruto episode there is. And yeah, that's about it. Do I think Riley needs a nerf? No, I don't think she needs a nerf. I hate when they nerf a hero. I hate when they nerf everybody. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to go against them. But if they nerf him, then that hero will just become useless and somebody else will be better. So it's a kind of a never-ending cycle, Just the only way to beat a hero that you can't beat is try to, get the soul stones, which you can get in the Grand Arena for her, and then just do the same thing as them, use that hero. So I hope that answers your question, okay? Next up, we have Last Say Kinmos, and he wants to know where I'm from. Connecticut, buddy. Alright, next up is Alexandru Sitikov. Who is your favorite hero? Leia is my favorite hero because not only does she look awesome, I think she looked great, but she's so useful in so many situations. I use her in Arena if I have to. I use her in the Crucible. I definitely use her in all the raids. So I use her all around, and I see her every single day. So me and her have kind of built like a small, tight bond together. So, got a little thing for her. But that's it. Leia is the one for me. Next up, let's scroll down here. What do we got? Next up is Andres Carbile. What is your favorite color? Do you like Avengers? Why you hate Ember? Do you like League of Legends or Dota 2? Messi or Maradona? Alright, so you got a bunch of cool questions there. So let me just start off. Favorite color is red. Boy, what do you know? I'm wearing red. Do you like Avengers? Sure I do. Who doesn't like Avengers? Awesome. And why do I hate Ember? I don't really hate Ember. I think she's pretty cool. The problem is, man, she just not that useful, you know, in the game, and you get her early on, so I wasted a lot of cool items on her, so kind of build a hatred towards her right now. Maybe she'll get a cool awakening skill and become useful later on, and maybe I'll like her again. But for now, no Ember. Do you like League of Legends or Dota 2? So I've not played Dota 2, never played it, I don't know anything about it. League of Legends, the thing is, there's two different League of Legends. There's the Fire Emblem, which is the app game, and then there's the League of Legends, the computer one. I haven't played the computer one at all. I don't know what that one is about. I have played League of Legends, the app game, and I think it's a pretty cool game. It's my kind of game, but just no time to play it really, so I don't really play it right now. But that's it. And Messi versus Maradona, I'm gonna go with Messi just because he's, you know, he's current. He's my generation, and I watch him a lot more. Maradona, I didn't watch him as much, but I'll just go with Messi, okay? Next question. Alright, so next question is from Mohammed. If you want to buff, nerf a hero, who would it be? Also, if you want to create a hero, what would it be? Good question, Mohammed. If I want to buff somebody, man, you know who I'd go with Arachna. Yeah, let's buff Arachna, just because I really just can't seem to find a good place to use her. I know that her poison works good against front tanks, and a lot of times, you know, it deals a lot of damage to some of them, but I just haven't used her yet, and I would like to use her because she's an awesome design, you know, the spider and all. So I hope that she gets a buff. Nerf, I don't want to nerf anybody. I hate nerfing heroes. I think they should all be good. I think they should all be useful, so don't nerf anybody. And if I want to create a hero, what would it be? Man, I've never thought about that. Jeez, I don't know. A hero? I mean, I'm sure I can come up with a million different ideas here, but let's just say, why don't they come up with a cool, I don't know, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough here.
6.5 hours later.
You know what I wish they would do? I wish they would have some type of transformation in the game, or evolution, or that type of way where you could start off with one hero, maybe from an egg, and evolve to a different hero. I think that would be an awesome feature in the game, but yeah, that would be my suggestion of a new hero. Some type of hero that would evolve. Okay, next question is from Patricio Vera. It says, have you played Dota 2? No, I haven't played it, man. Sorry, I don't know anything about that game. Alright, so next question is from Tim Brunkhorst. On Soul Hunters, what is the best way to get gems? Alright, Tim, so a couple of ways to get gems is definitely the treasure cave. You get, you know, gems every day from that, so do that twice. Arena, always try to go higher in the rankings in the arena. You know, you get better rewards, and you get, you know, rewards from reaching a higher level in there. Some other ways you can get gems is from doing raids. You know, if you do the most damage, if you do stuff like that. There's a few different ways. I have that in my video, so you can check that out, you know, but there's a couple of ways to get gems. Alright, so next up is Photonos Molas. Says, I have a very important question. So when I enter the game, I see two YouTubers, Lilith Games, I mean, and Kick9. What are you two guys? You make the game? I don't play very much Soul Hunters, and I don't know. Can you answer? Alright, so Photonos, I think what you're saying is you see when the game loads, you see two companies. So what that means is Lilith Games and Kick9 are two different companies, alright? But they're working together to make Soul Hunters. I don't know, you know, what facets one does and what the other one does. I'm not sure. But I don't work with them, alright? So don't think that I'm a part of them. I don't work for Lilith or Kick9 or any of that. This is just my YouTube channel. I'm doing this my own. What I do for them is make some videos to, you know, to share with the people, do some whatever I do for myself. I'm not working for Lilith Games or anybody else, okay? So don't confuse that, right? Lilith Games and Kick9 work together, and they, you know, have created Soul Hunters for you guys. Alright, so the next question is, let's just scroll up a little bit. Oh no, too much. All right, so next up we have Davis Pusevis. Man, sorry about mispronouncing your name, but it says how to know what kind of team to use in Arena and Grand Arena on a different enemy for Heroes Charge. Alright, so team building is a crucial thing in Heroes Charge and Soul in both games, because you have to kind of see what your opponent is using and you have to counter it with your heroes, alright? That's the best way I can answer this question. Is you kind of have to see what your opponent does. If they're really strong against physical, then try not to use physical heroes. If they're strong against magic, you gotta go with you know, physical heroes. So you kind of gotta do what your opponent is weak at. Alright, pretty soon I'm gonna make a video on arena building team for Soul Hunters, and then maybe I'll do one for Heroes Charge later on, but I'm gonna make a video about that later on. Okay, I hope that helps you out, buddy. Alright, so next up we have Chemical 1. How can you see what teams are being used in Hall of Legend? Unfortunately, you can't. That's a hidden thing. You know, they don't really show you who everybody else is using. That's why it's kind of hard, you know, to see what the top guys are doing. You kind of have to just experiment with yourself, or watch the videos I do on Hall of Legends and see me failing a bunch of times, and you can kind of learn from those, alright? Next up is Sunny B. What's up, Sunny B? Thoughts on these heroes? I want to know specifically for Arena and Raids. Alright, so let's check out what heroes she means here. Yulfang, Tholen, Slim, Goric, Jasmine, Dokras, Aethera, Seraphine. Thanks in advance. Alright, so she also says, oh, and Gizmo as well. Actually, you can just make an Arena video and Raid video for us if that is easier. Alright, so Sunny B, I kind of already said that earlier, but I'm gonna do a video on this pretty soon. Arena team building teams. All right, so you can you probably see a lot of these heroes in there, but real quickly, just to answer your question here, I'll go really quick. So this is for Arena and Raids. Fallen is really good. Both you can use her in the Arena and Raids for AoE teams. So is Yulfang. Slim is nice in Arena. Goric is, I think, is gonna be really good in Arena, and Raids I use them all the time. Jasmine is more of an Arena hero. I don't really use her in Raids because you don't really need the heal. Dokras is nice in Arena because he's got those little minions that will take up some damage, you know, that will otherwise go to your front tanks. Aethera is really nice, but I don't really use her in Arena. I use her more in the Crucible a lot, okay? And Seraphine is very nice magic hero, you know, magic dealing hero. And I use her as well in certain situations in Arena when I'm trying to take out Torsen or something like that, okay? I hope that helps. Alright, so next up here we have Boris Kadik. Boris, he wants to know how old I am, and so does Miro. Alright guys, so I am 27 years old. Yes, I'm not sure if that makes me old or not. But truthfully, I really don't feel like once I hit 18, tell you the truth, I feel like I never grew any older than that. I still feel like I'm still 18, going around telling people I'm 18. I don't know why I feel like that, just never have grown out of it. So yeah, that is it for that. Next up we have Gustavo Alfaro. What other context do you plan on adding to your channel in the future? By the way, not complaining about current context, so far so good. Alright, well thank you, Gustavo. So I have a lot of plans, man. I have so many plans to do. The problem is not enough time. I have videos, pretty soon I'm going to be making a lot of videos for Arena stuff, because I know people have a lot of questions about Arena teams, so I'm going to do Arena building teams, and just a lot of, when Awakening skills are coming up really soon for Soul Hunters, I'll be doing that. My Legendary Legendary Heroes will be coming out in Heroes Charge, so I'll be featuring a lot of that for now. That is for the short future. Later on, I'm not really sure, you know. Maybe I'll start playing another game, maybe not. We'll just see as we go along. I'm kind of just taking it a day at a time, alright? But let's go move on here. And we have another question here for Tim Brunkhorst. On Soul Hunters, what is the best way to get gems? Wait a minute, is this a repeat question? And Mohammed is kind of already answered that question for me. He says, ask him interesting questions, not these shitty questions. You get gems from getting last hit raids, arena, campaign, treasure cave, buy them. Alright, so that is a blatant way to put it. I kind of already answered that earlier, but there's a lot of different ways. That's a few of them, alright? I think I mentioned that in some of my episodes, but I'm not sure. So let's move on from that one. And I think this one is the final question here, guys, and it's from Ilyan Shulev. I play Heroes Charge, and now I just started to play Soul Hunters, but I'm new in the game. I need advice on what heroes to invest in the beginning. Can you tell me good arena teams for the beginners? I'm level 34 at the moment. My current heroes are Gizmo, Elric, Mortis, Ember, Gale, Flora, Lucius, Vincent, Drago, Leon, and Gus. Alright, Ilion, my boy, you actually have some pretty sick heroes. I'm not gonna lie, those are awesome. I wish I had Gizmo when I first started, but let me just give you a couple of hints here. You have the top 3 tanks, Elric, Drago, and Leon. Those are top 3 tanks in the game. So work on Leon and Drago for tanks, alright? Work on those. Definitely 100% work on Gizmo, alright? Definitely work on Gizmo. Definitely work on Gale. So these are the definites. Gus is looking pretty cool, and he's a sign-in hero, so work on Gus. He might be good. And then I'm gonna say for arena, work on Mortis. Alright, so you're probably arena team. So you want an arena team out of these heroes, huh? So go with Leon, Leon, Gale. Do this. Leon, Gizmo, Mortis, Gale, and Drago. 2 tanks. I've seen that a lot in the arena. Where on me, you get plenty. Your 2 tanks will give plenty of time for Gale and Gizmo to use up their ultimate, and Mortis is gonna do a lot of putting people to sleep and a ton of damage. So try that out. Gizmo, Mortis, Gale, Drago, and Leon, and I hope it works out for you, my man. All right. So that is it, guys. We finally reached the conclusion of these questions. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit. Even though most of these were just game questions, I can answer those anytime. Some of them were personal questions. I hope I answered those well for you guys. But hope you enjoy this video. I'll have more maybe when we hit 800, 900,000 subscribers. We'll see how it goes. All right, but I'll definitely have more of these later on in the future, right? So if you like this video, hit the like button, guys. It lets me know that you guys enjoy this type of video. I'll have more of this coming up in the future, okay? So thank you very much for joining me again, and I'll see you guys on the next video, okay? So have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.